So, according to the Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka, Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, is totally undeserving of another shot at the top prize in 2027. Why? Well, because according to Professor Soyinka, good leadership is predicated on a constant battle to prove your worth, not only by your own actions, but by the way you tackle the blights that your followers unleash on others. And in Mr. Soyinka's assessment, Mr. Obi's followers, known as obedience, regularly blow up the internet with their outrageous insults, nerve-frying threats, and bitter bile aimed at him. And in Professor Soyinka's highbrow world, such stinky behavior is beneath contempt and naturally elicits the most righteous distaste imaginable from him. And so, as far as he's concerned, Peter Obi is quite simply unfit to be president of Nigeria. Well, I was rather hoping that we'd hear a clip from Mr. Obi there.
Well, I hope for the sake of the nation that he doesn't express interest in the next election. Because for me as a leader, if there was any proof that he was unfit to lead that country, it's in the conduct which he encouraged among his followers. Because I know for a fact, and I can give you an instance which proves that he was in control of those forces.
Can you please, what's the instance, Prof?
Well, simply because when he first came to visit me, I remember the moment when he took out his computers, something, and after he made a statement like, "Oh, don't worry, everything, will be taken care of. You don't have anything to worry about these people." He was talking about the quote-unquote obedience. I remember he took out his computer, his phone, and he tapped, a message, there. And he shot me. I was watching him very closely. I didn't say a thing. And after that, everything seemed to be, to be nice and cozy.
Professor Wole Soyinka there. Well, for his reaction, I'm joined now in the studio by the 2023 vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, to talk about this and the other big political issues of the day, including the boiling discontent in the Labour Party, the growing talk of a courtship between the opposition parties, and his assessment of the various pressure points on President Tinubu as he marks 1 year in office. Thank you very much indeed for taking the time to join us.
My pleasure, Charles.
You look as fresh as ever.
Really?
Not a hair out of place. So Professor Soyinka delivers a punch to Peter Obi. What's your reaction to that?
The learned elder statesman, Professor Wole Soyinka, he is scared in advance about what what good Peter Obi will bring to Nigeria. He's scared in advance that the end is still looking very likely for his principle, for bad governance. And what Soyinka is doing now is an attempted distraction, which I beg you to excuse me from joining issues with Wole Soyinka, please. You and I have much, much better things to do. For all I know, he could continue to throw punches at my principal, at me, as small as I am. He could continue to do that. All I can do, I will grieve in my heart, I will pray for him. You see, intellect does not give you the right to insult anybody. I remember this Soyinka insulting late General Abacha, insulting him to the core, that he was daft, he was that. Nothing gives him the right to do that. He had no rights. Abacha was not an academic. He was a soldier, for God's sake, and a good one for that matter in his own way, in his own right. I beg you, let us please put Soyinka and his likes aside, we have better things to talk about.
We'll have enough time to talk about a lot of things. Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed is the 2023 vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Thank you ever so much. And I shall read.
Elaboye bo ṣiṣẹ́ ogbo atọ́ gbogbo wa o a ó fèrè kíjòbí. With all due respect to Professor Wole Soyinka, a man that I adore, a man that I respect, a man that to me is a tower of strength when it comes to standing up for the common people, I am here today to disagree with him publicly. And I am here today to actually accuse him of bigotry. Professor Wole Soyinka's comment on Obi this morning, that Obi is unfit to be our president, unfit to rule, is insulting. Why? Obi is not the person who is in power. I will be expecting a man of his stature to be addressing the issue that we are facing today in Nigeria, that the government of Nigeria is making we commoners to go through. He has continually, consistently been on an attack of Peter Obi. Let me make it clear to you. Me will support Peter Obi, me will support anybody from time. I make it clear, I never supported Peter Obi or anybody because I know all of you are the same thing. If you watch one of my video, because Peter Obi even said he will cancel the First Lady's office, I totally went against him. So I am not here to support Peter Obi, but Peter Obi has been acting as a more better person than Professor Wole Soyinka. Professor Wole Soyinka has gone on a personal attack on this man. He is not in power. Àwọn tó ń bàlú jẹ́ ò sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá. You continue to go on Peter Obi. Is Peter Obi in power? Is it Peter Obi that removed oil subsidy that to everybody in Nigeria enjoys and put
how this national anthem even affect the well-being of the common man in Nigeria? Let's be realistic. How this one will support the government to stop either hunger, banditry, or improve insecurity? To us, let's do what is beneficial to the common man, and this honorable chamber is the only, for now, standing on a formidable force, a point for the common man of Nigeria. So Nigerians are looking up to us. I concur with the minority leader. Let's look up something that will bring a development in the eyes of the international community to Nigeria. People are discussing nanotechnology, Internet of Things. We are still discussing national anthem. There was a saying that says countries that relies on prayers and other things will always depend on the countries that do think. Please, let's think something that will bring progress, prosperity, stability to the economy of this nation and to improve the lives of common man in Nigeria.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay, let's hear from Honorable Jack.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. It's good to be back again. I appreciate you all, my people. Today's Saturday, 25th of May, 2024. I would like us to do this together. Yes, make una help me ask Wole Soyinka if Peter Obi is the president of Nigeria. I don't understand how a 90-year-old man who's supposed to be helping us to question the satanic government that is currently ruling us, rather he chooses to ignore that and face Peter Obi every day. I don't understand. Normally, when I was growing up, I was told when you are getting old, or rather getting close, to the end of your life, you start doing the right thing, even though you failed in the past to do the right thing. If you are lucky to get to that old age, You know, you're supposed to be one of the greatest, grateful person on earth, appreciating God all the time, doing the right thing, touching lives, because there are so many people that could not reach that age. But unfortunately, we are seeing the other side of it. You know, this is the time that you see old people dying in the hospital. You'll be telling them to do the right thing to save Nigeria. They will still be looting, signing check on top of their sick bed. It's only Nigeria we see things like this happening. It's very, very unfortunate. That was Dati Ahmed there talking to every one of us. You know, he re-echoed again, telling Nigerians to take their country back. Yes, he have said that so many times, you know, to take their country back. But meanwhile, although I just posted the link for those of you that want to join us. Click on the link, join us here, and let's do this together. Okay, let me quickly appreciate people before the comment section get packed. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, and good evening to you. Happy weekend to you, Mommy. I appreciate you. I love you so much. Olabipe Suyemi, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Mega Washington Media TV, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Kate Morrissey, God bless you all. Emmanuel Shooks, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Mike Akiambari, Fred of Saibovo, God bless you all. Good evening to you. Mercy Amorige, thank you very much. Saibovo Konrai, God bless you all. Thank you very much, Mike Akiambari. Good evening, Amaka Fojebi, Nell James. Good evening to you, ma. I appreciate you. Peter Ifi, thank you, my people. Chris Mandela, Patience Demudia, Love Manduka, thank you. Faith Wilfred in the building, Peggy Modi in the building, Luciano, Sagadadi, Clifford, CXL, Mr. Rita Okuns, Abu Aziz. God bless every one of you. Thank you very much, Abu Aziz, for all you do, sir. I appreciate you. Then we have Queen Osifo. Thank you very much. Apachano, Fema, dear sister, I can see right there. Maka E all the way from X. Thank you very much for all you do. Dixon Dagbon, Clifford, Ezebo, God bless you all. Jude King, thank you, my people. Ariomi Abdul is right there with us. Stella Massive 7 days with us as well. Thank you, my people. I just thought I should quickly verbally appreciate those of you right there in the comment section already. Vitos, thank you very much. I can see you. Urbanos Sonny, Dr. Happy Life, thank you, my people. Larry Depo, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Great mind right there with us as well. Thank you very much. Good evening to you all. Ben Osaon in the building. Appreciate you. Mona Ferreira, thank you very much, sir. It's good to have you in the comment section. Miracle B, thank you very much. Appreciate you as well. And OS again. I think I've appreciated almost everybody. Fresh Beats, I can see you. Willie, I can see you. Rosie Ayos, I can see you. Oabo Felix, and many others. And God bless you, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Let's do this together quickly. I see some people that we've countered each other here with this, you know, maybe they've attacked me and I responded back and all that, but they are still here with us. These are the kind of people I respect. People that doesn't take things too personal, regardless of whatever that happened on the panel or on the show or the comment section. Some people still stay with you, you know, because they know that we are not perfect here. I appreciate you, but I'm not going to mention name, because if I mention name now, while I will still come, because, you know, so mentioning names now become a problem here. So people will be angry. I don't mention their name and all that, so I'm being careful. Thank you very much. More people right there. Madam Obe Ashoko, thank you very much, ma. Good evening to you and happy weekend to you as well. I appreciate you, ma. Mercy Ayo, Gabriel, thank you. All right. You see, okay, I have some people on the backstage already. But Patricia, we can see you already. Thank you very much. You know, that Ahmed came back again. But before we talk about that, let me tell you guys that it's telling us sometimes on this platform, we are just talking without not realizing that our talking get to these people, the good ones positively, while the bad one negatively. Yeah, you don't know that. We call out that Ahmed just less than 72 hours ago here. You guys can remember. There is nowhere to be seen. You know, we don't know where he did and all that. You know, they are listening. If not being the listen, he get person with dig extreme closer with the list. We tell us, they say they not see you. Remember, we call out Peter Obi. Peter Obi responded within 24 hours. Then that year, Ahmed have responded as well, right? Now, and there are so many scenarios that have happened like that in the past, not just these two. This is the benefit of you talking, calling them out. This is the power of social media. Don't look down on it. Don't look down. Many countries are banning social media. If it's not powerful, they won't ban it. Nigeria is contemplating banning it. They could not. They previously banned Twitter in the past when it was Twitter, now X, because the power of social media is only you that is underestimating it. When we speak here, maybe sometimes you're also underestimating our channel. Naija Watch, say, I beg, wait till those guys they talk. No, you are deceiving yourself. When we speak here, it go far, it go all the way. Yes, that's how it works. Now, that Ahmed have responded, right? So that complaint when we complained 3-4 days ago, will I still do it again now? Because you don't respond. This is it. Come out. It's your responsibility, or rather your constitutional right, duty to call these people out. The satanic one, call them out satanically. The good one, call them out positively. Yes. That's how it's supposed to be. When you don't speak, they are not aware of what you are facing. When you don't speak, you want to behave like you are the best. They are not aware what you are facing. So you got to speak. You must speak. And that is what we're doing here. I give kudos to myself, to my wonderful panelists, my callers, my commenters, my contributors, every one of you that is positively fighting so hard to see Nigeria become a better country in our time. I give kudos to every one of you. It's a collective effort here. So I'm only passing a message to those people that somehow, someday, or rather, directly or indirectly, telling us we just talk. No, they are listening. They only choose not to respond. And if you look at it holistically, it's the satanic ones that is not responding to us. They are listening, but they respond through their satanic spokespersons. That's why you see when we say something here, you see their satanic spokesperson either go to Arise or channels. They will now indirectly come with another topic. In the middle of the topic, the things that you and I have called them out for, they will address it indirectly so that you will be confused. Although I'm not confused, I've never been confused. It's only the gullible ones that is confused because you don't listen to their interviews properly. That's how you don't know that these guys have responded. So my people, let's continue to call them out. It's very, very important. We can't continue like this. I appreciate every one of you. We have the name Travel with Zenith. Please turn on your camera so I can put it on the screen. Mr. Zenith, please, where are you joining us from? Okay, hold on. I need to put it on the screen because it's your first time on this panel. Because it's your first time, we have measures that we like to put in place. Bear with me. I need to put the measures in place before I put it on the screen. Okay, Mr. Zenek, please tell us where you join us from, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. I'm joining from England.
England. Okay. All right. How long have you been following Naija Watch?
I've been following Naija Watch for a long time now, but I'm just on background anyway.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Before I will go on, you want to contribute to the issue we have right now, or rather the topic that we presented?
Yes, I would like to contribute, but I will allow you to continue from what you are saying. I will contribute when everything is ready for me to contribute. I'm not in a hurry.
Sir. I will prioritize you. Okay, wonderful. I'll prioritize you. I'll come in. All right. Like I said before, my people, you all know that calling out these people, some people think that we don't know what we're doing here. You got to call them out. They normally respond to you either directly or indirectly. That's what they do. Peter Obi responded within 24 hours. That Ahmed responded within 72 hours. Then that is the benefit. It gives us more energy, more enthusiasm, to do what we are doing here. I want to appreciate you all once again. And God and bless all of you that are doing what you're doing today. Thank you very much, people. That is all I have for you guys today. I don't have any articles to present. I'm just going to take some calls quickly, 2 minutes, so that we can start talking. We have the first person on the phone, Mr. Ben. Thank you, sir, for calling in. Happy Saturday to you, my lovely brother. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Happy Saturday to you too. I greet everybody on the platform. Hawaiian, thank you for doing an amazing job. Thank you for coming on this platform every single day for the past 2 years and more. Encouraging us, inspiring us, motivating us, Nigerians, home and abroad, to speak the truth to power. Coming on this platform every single day without fearing anybody and speaking to your mind. I really appreciate you, and may God bless you always.
Amen. Thank you.
And your family. God will bless every members in the panel. Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, you're on this panel every single day to speak your mind, educating us. I learn from you every single day. Every time you speak, I learn from you. Mr. Dr. CM, every day you speak, I learn from you. Mr. Alex, every day you speak, I learn from you. All of you on the platform. Madam Patricia, Madam Luke, God will bless all of you in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you for all that you do. I just want to bless all of you. I just want to appreciate all of you on this platform. God will bless you and your family, because Nigeria is our own. We don't have any other country but that country. We don't care if we live in the United States. We don't care if we live in the UK. But because we are all born on that same soil, of the Nigerian soil, we want the best for that country. And as long as we live, we continue to speak truth to power. We continue to pray for that country to get better. Thank you very much for all that you do. And to Wole Soyinka, I will say this to you, Wole Soyinka. I know you're listening to this platform. Wole Soyinka, when I was a child in high school, what we call secondary school back in Nigeria, you used to be one of my heroes. I used to love your books. We did a lot of plays, based on your books. I was inspired by you, sir. I always wanted to be like you when I was younger. But now, as a grown man, as a family man, I'm embarrassed by what you're saying about the person of Peter Obi. You are constantly deriding the personality of this man. What has this man done to you? This man had a meeting with you before the election. You sat with this man on the table, you broke bread with him. But now that because the man has lost an election, you are speaking bad about this man, about his personality, trying to deride him at every opportunity. Professor Wole Soyinka, as much as I respect you, sir, as an elder statesman, but I will tell you right now, as a man to man, sir, you are goofed, and you are a disgrace to the Nigerian people. You are a disgrace to me, who I revered you as a child growing up. I respected you. Your books, I read about 10 books that you wrote when I was younger. And now as a man, I'm disappointed in you because you definitely have you've shown me and every other Nigerian that you don't want the best for that country. You've never said anything bad about Tinubu since he became president. You've never said anything bad about Buhari. You've never said anything bad about how bad the economy is, how bad the security is. You've never said anything about how the country is going. But you're constantly deriding the personality of Peter Obi, who is not even the president. Who was just sworn in on May 29th? Because this man is going about doing the Lord's work, just talking to Nigerians, giving Nigerians a glimmer of hope. You are there deriding personality. That's why Professor Wole Soyinka, from a Nigerian that used to love you, and I will always love you, but with this thing that you've done, you've goofed, and I'm disappointed at you, sir. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Yes, not just you, a lot of people are disappointed that Wole Soyinka is very fortunate. Thank you, Mr. Innocent, for calling in, sir. Good evening to you. Hello, off your gadget now. Is this the new style, Mr. Innocent?
My gadget is off now.
I beg.
Can you hear it's off?
No, open your window. Just let me throw away that your television from window first.
Yeah, I think it's off now. I muted myself.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Talk to us. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elvis, as usual, thank you very much for what you've been doing. Thank you so much for this platform. Yes, this platform has been, we've been reaching people, like you said, those people that, want to talk to us, they've been talking to us. And those people that want to bash us, they've been bashing us. Yeah. Now, yesterday, yes, I watched that yesterday. I sat here and I watched everything. Now, this man also, this is what he has said before, and he said it again. And this is also where I have been, hammering. When I say that, we are talking, yes, the talk is good. But this talk, action has to be, taken. But then, it's not, like, according to your platform, you cannot use this platform to, raise, people to say, oh, people go out, which is okay, which I understand. I'm not saying to call out. But see, People on this platform and every other platform, they've been talking about changing the constitution, do this, do that, or remove Mahmoud. You see what this man said yesterday? It is not the constitution. It is not this other, people. Now, if by the next election, like according to what he says, if people come out, Obi will win again. And if people just stay and after the election and an illegal declaration is made and people go back home and start to wait for Obi to call them out or for one individual to call them out, then for me, I will forget about Nigeria coming to be a better country, because there's no other way. Like he said, and I agree with him, if there's another election, whether it's going to be rigged or not, Obi will win. But if it's rigged and people go back home and wait for Obi to call them out before they can they say, no, we do not agree with this, declaration, and start from there, then for me, that's forget about Nigeria being a better country. It will not, because there's no other person that will win the election that is there that will do what we want to do.
Thank you.
We want to see in Nigeria. There's no other person.
Thank you.
So this is my conclusion. That of Wole Soyinka, for me, I don't even want to, I know people have been saying something about it. That man, if it is, for me, and I have the authority, Wole Soyinka should be cancelled. You understand? Completely cancelled. That's all. And let people make him know that it's no longer relevant. If I have the power, he should not be. People should not even be saying, Wole Soyinka did this, he's good, he was this. For me, he's a cancelled human being.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. God bless.
Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Ike, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir.
Happy weekend to everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening. Nice to see you again. Nice to hear from you again. Thank you for everybody that have been playing major role, in keeping this station alive or this platform alive. You see, we really hear from Daddy, and each time he comes out, he leaves statements that lives with us for years or for months. Let me even say months. And the one he did yesterday with Charles is another one. We're so happy we were energized by his statements, and the obedient group can always count on him. As young as he is, he has a lot of wisdom. Now, I want to talk a bit about the statement Alarm Bank management brought out. Almost like a goodbye statement. You saw how his investment was destroyed. And everybody now have seen that the aim of that whole coastal road to nowhere is just to destroy that guy's investment. Now, the shameful minister has come out to now say that they want to follow the original alignment. And then now telling people to sing for Jagaban on his mandate they stand. It's so shameful for the fact that they chose to use his kingsman, an Igbo man, to fight another Igbo man. So that tomorrow it will be, is it not your brother that did it? It's not Igbo. Now the guy will move and take all the pieces that he can get and go to other places and invest. And tomorrow they will be going around the world saying they're looking for foreign investment. People
Thank you.
have done it. Yeah. Thank you very much, and have a happy weekend again.
And you too, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you so much. It's just coming in right now that Julius Abure, Barrister Julius Abure, have been suspended in those states, for anti-parties activities. You see, this is one of the things I'm talking about again. I'll re-echo this. You talking is very, very important. When we are talking, this is what we get. When I talk about this all the time, let's talk. Some people say, don't talk. Look, the heat won't approve for Abure body, is already materializing right now. Let me put this on screen so that you all can see. As you can see right there, breaking LP National Chairman Abure suspended. So let's take this. The National Chairman of Labour Party, Barrister Julius Abure, has been suspended from the membership of the party in Ward 3 in Arua, Orome, in Esan North East local government area of Edo State for alleged high-handedness and anti-party activities. A letter of suspension dated May 14, 2024, and another letter of ratification dated May 15, 2024, both of which were rectified at a meeting of a state executive committee on Friday night in Benin, stated that the suspension is with immediate effect. The letter also advised Abure to refrain from holding out or parading himself as a member of Labour Party Ward 3 Arua, Urome, Eastern North East local government area, Edo State. The letter of suspension was signed by the Ward Chairman Thompson Eyigwese and Ward Secretary Stanley Osiomo. The letter of ratification of his suspension was forwarded to the State Executive Committee for the party through the State Chairman by the local government chairman of the party in Esan Northeast, Patrick Onogbeni, and local government secretary Ehikioya Eromosele. The letter ratification read, unquote, here forwarded to you and for your consideration, the ratification of the suspension of Comrade Barrister Julius Abure from the membership of the Ward 3 Arua Oromis Esan Northeast local government in Edo State. So they went on. They explained further more of his criminality, anti-party, vote buying, and many others. I don't want to go more. They also went on saying even the candidate that we have right now, Barrister Julius Olumide, there are still disputation that is going on and all that Abure collected money allegedly from Barrister Julius Olumide and all that. I'm not there. I don't know. So I have to use the word allegedly. But my concern here is that through the talking is going far. Calling them out is going far. When you are silent, you don't get no results. That's how I read. It's just like me telling people sometimes, say, make una give me super chat. Some people are there, not that they don't want to give to me, but when I ask, they give, right? The same way there's something you need to ask God. You say, God, know what I'm passing through. You know what you are passing through. Go on your 2 knees, on your private room or whatever. Pray to God, challenge God for it. He will do it for you. So ask, speak. Is also the Bible. Knock and the door shall be opened to you, right? Seek and you shall find. So it's right there. So you talking is happening right now. So, say most things that is happening in Nigeria, if you look at it properly, it starts from Edo State. Now that Edo State is pulling weight right now, it's also from Edo State anyway, so we know how to handle them, So now you see nationwide, all of them go tell her now, say, you are suspended everywhere. We don't need you. Yes, we don't need you. Associating yourself with somebody that is allegedly accused of series of criminality is something else. That's why you see we came out the other day calling out our principal, because it's the only person we have right now. You cannot say, let me be quiet just because I love my principal, and you allow him to make mistake that is satanic opponents we use against him. No, you got to speak so that this can be rectified with immediate velocity. Meanwhile, I appreciate every one of you, my people. I'd like us to move on so that we can talk. I'll take one more call quickly. Mr. Shimezi, I'm returning your call. Pick in 2 seconds so that you can speak quickly. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Thank you for calling me back.
Thank you, sir. Please go ahead. Talk to us.
Good afternoon. Take you a happy weekend. Yeah, in fact, Nancy have said it all. Believe me, Nigeria, we don't know our rights. We don't know our constitution. We don't know everything about Nigeria. That's why everything this government brings, we take it. We stand, we sit on it, we stand on it as if there is nothing happen. That's why Nigeria keep having problem. If you bring A, no, people will say it's no A. It's supposed to be B. If we bring B, he said no, it's A. But okay, how many, like yesterday you guys were talking, saying, talk about this, what you brought something yesterday about constitution in one article. So, you see, how many of us, let me use of us, how many of us know about Nigerian constitution? How many? It's not, in fact, like 80% don't know about Nigerian constitution and about Nigerian law. Not here where we are. People here in America, you know law, you know everything. You go by law. Everything you want to do, you say, oh, everything is law. Like here, nothing like a break. But when police get you on the road, you say, oh, police pull you over, you say, hey, officer, beg now. It's not like that. They give you straight tickets. Then you go to court and contest it. But in Nigeria, because of no one knows the law, that's why I keep going the way it's going. That's why everything is stands still. That's stands still one place. Okay, look at the election. Everything. The reform, when they were going to start the reform on the electoral reform, when? We are talking about 2027. And we are still where we are. The chairman of electoral commission and everything, they are there. So for me, okay, there's a question I want to ask. When another election coming again, how are we going to interpret Abuja? Because this present government have messed it up. How are we going to interpret it? How are we going to say, okay, you win everywhere, but you don't win here? How are we going to start this thing? I'm telling you, 2023 election.
All right.
Has impacts that already damaged in upcoming elections, because there's so many things that have Nigeria have seen and they cover it, which is not good. And we have to blame the judiciary on this. We have to hold them accountable for what they did. Because they are the ones supposed to reverse everything and stand on their feet and say, no, this thing can never be like this. This is how this is supposed to be. Abuja like this, not the other way around. Then,
thank you.
That man, I think he needs to examine his brain. I think his brain is dead.
All right.
He should go and check his brain.
Thank you.
See whether it functions.
Thank you.
Thank you,
all right, sir. Thank you. All right, callers, I'll come back to you guys again later on. Let me quickly go to my panelists. But before that, I'd like to appreciate the first super chat of today coming from Love God is My Strength. Thank you very much, man, for the super chat. It's good to hear from you. I actually asked of you yesterday. Whenever I hear your footstep for the past couple of days, but it's good to hear from you, and thanks for all you do. May your pocket never run dry. God bless you, man. God bless every one of you right there. I can see a lot of positive and encouraging comments right down the comment section. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God bless you now. Okay, let me come to the first person on the panel today, which is Mashallah. Mashallah, it's good to have you again on the panel, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Nigerians. I hail Mama Diaspora this evening. I hail everybody. I greet everybody in the comment section and my fellow panelists. There's not too much to talk about today, despite that we still have people that went to school. And I'll keep saying it. Mr. Elvis, I said it yesterday that Nigeria is being ruled by people that didn't enter the classroom. The ones ruling us are the ones that will never enter the class and listen to the lecturer. They're the ones that will buy results. They're the ones that will pay for people to do exam for them. That is why Wole Soyinka is defending Tinubu. I guess maybe he was one that wrote his exams for him. Nigeria, they say they're educated, but yet the sign of education is not showing. in the part of Nigeria's development. There is no sign that we're educated, because I can't expect somebody that is a scholar to be speaking the way he's speaking. To me, if your Roshinika is talking to the Obi, it means Obi actually won the election, but they have refused to accept it. And they don't want to accept it. That's why they are talking to Obi. Obi is not your president. So talk to the president, Wole Soyinka. People are not living. They're just existing in Nigeria. People are suffering. Living in Nigeria is like a threat now to anybody trying to go back to Nigeria. You cannot tell an average Nigerian that is outside in the diaspora to say, let us go and spend even a weekend and you'll be sure that you come back alive or not be kidnapped. We have security issues. We have economic issues. You're not talking about it. Peter Bida is not the president, is one that you are talking about. Election in 2027 is still far. Nigerians are trying to manage and survive at the present moment. You're not speaking to it. You are speaking to someone that didn't get the right, his mandate to be in the Aso Rock. The man that stole the key to Aso Rock is there. You're not speaking to him because you guys are friends. I believe he's one paying your bills because you are old. The only source of revenue for you now is to talk evil of other people so that they can give you money. With the gray hair you have, you're my father's age mate. My father's age mate that refused to let the country go good. I grew up in Nigeria. It's the same story. You are the leaders of tomorrow. I'm over 40, leaders of tomorrow. I'm no more a youth. We have children now. We can't even take them to Nigeria to get letters. This is where you come from. And you think people in the diaspora are happy the way you talk. You and your generation enjoyed Nigeria. You squandered Nigeria. You enjoyed Nigeria from beginning to the end. Nigeria, you ruled Nigeria in analog. The entire world is in AI technology now. You have refused to leave the country. Obi that has what it takes to rule the country. You people organize yourself and rig the election. Now the country is in a mess. You can't resolve it. You are talking to the man you didn't give him a chance to come in and solve the problem for us. And because the youths are still clinging on to Obi, it's the back belly you all who have. Demons that have ruled Nigerians. As a youth, you formed cultism. You are the one that developed cultism in Nigeria. That has turned to mayhem everywhere now. You went to school with scholarship. Majority of your age mates, your generation went to abroad to study under Nigerian scholarship. How many Nigerians have scholarship to go abroad if they don't spend or sell their father's land to travel out? Useless set of leaders. Old people that refuse to die and let the country go ahead and develop. With all the education you all have, nothing to show. Nothing to show in Nigeria that this is why educated people. We all brag, we have PhD, you have masters, you have BSc. Yet the country is in a mess. Just to think about it yesterday, and a qualified engineer is coming to apologize that they are going to change the road. Just to let you know how fully set of people that are ruling the country. Old people. To me, right now, anybody beyond 60 is useless in Nigeria. Well, that generation will not enjoyed the country. How old is the country? You all went to got free education. If not for Awolowo, some people will not even go to school. And some of us went to Awolowo school, Jakonde school, survived. Yes, we are still here. And yet you won't let us even taste the government or even impact into the government. Your own set of people, your children that refuse to go to school, that take alcohol, take drug, and the one you are recouping back to put back in the government. Wole Soyinka, speak to your generation. People are ashamed. The more you come and talk, see somebody on the phone has said it, adoring you as a small child. Now he's old, he has a family. We are not speaking evil of you. When we see you on the TV, we'll be happy to talk. It's a pity that there used to be a man called Mitama Sule. He's late. I wish he was alive. He's somebody that speaks to power. You were in the same class, relation. You guys were in the same level. At that time, growing up, seeing you guys talk. Seeing you relation talk on the TV, you want to listen to him carefully and pick every single thing he's saying. But now I see you on TV, it's like it's a waste of resources, waste of time. Listen to an old man that refused to understand that things have changed and he has to change the way things are moving. At this time, Nigeria is talking about 24 hours electricity. Yesterday, I was coming back from work. The environment I was saying, I just put myself as assuming I was in Nigeria. I heard sound. I was like, oh, that would have been generated everywhere if it would be in Nigeria. Is that life? You people travel abroad, you see things where human beings behave. Because that's why I keep saying, Nigerians living in Nigeria are not, they're just existing, they're not human beings. They're just existing to survive. How will you say you've gone to work 24 hours, you've worked, and you're going home, you're thinking of how to put on generator, you're calling the home, is there light? In 2027, 2024, we're still talking about, is there light? Is there water? I want to dig borehole. These are things that people here abroad they don't even think about it. The pastor will tell you it is well, it's okay. For going to church, you come and pay your tithes. Pastors in Nigeria are also our problem. If all the Nigerian pastors start speaking the truth, Nigerian conscience, everybody will open, their eye will open. But when you keep deceiving and telling them, this week is your week. This week is your week. The man has not gotten a job. The food he eat on Sunday afternoon, he doesn't even have it in the house. He's even has to go and beg. And you tell him this week is your week. We live in foreign countries. If you don't work, you don't eat. But in Nigeria, where is the work? Where is the work? You are doing a road that you know you want to, your major aim to reclaim the land. And then when you get to a point, you abandon the project. That is the main aim of that project. Squander Nigerian money, eat it. Because that project will never get to an end. We have projects left and right in Nigeria that hasn't been done. You will not face it. It is hard to loot money. Labour Party chairman, you have refused. You just like to be disgraced. Joseph Abure, you just like to be disgraced. You say yes, Obi is your presidential candidate. Can't you just be an example and do what Obi would have done if it was to be in your shoes? Resign and let the matter rest until you are disgraced and you don't have any relevance in politics. That's what you're waiting for. An average Nigerian, an average black man behavior. You have been accused of something. You cannot come and explain how you spend the money. Since you can't explain, resign. Now lie. Now your papa get put you for there. You will die there. Bunch of disgrace everywhere. Now watch. Let me stop at this point and let somebody else take over from me. Thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much, mashallah. Yes, your submission is torture and is the fact. Is the fact. This satanic set of people visits the best countries in the world. So whatever they are doing to us is deliberate. It's just deliberate. They have houses in some of these best countries in the world. They have houses in UK, America, Dubai, wherever you are listening to us right now. This satanic set of people have houses there. So whatever they're doing to us is deliberate.
To let you know how angry I am. I lived in Nigeria. I never heard of council house. You stay in the UK here, you have council house, which they will give to you, you pay rent. After some years, you buy it. Our country does not have anything like that. And then you have council everywhere. And they travel and come here. They see this thing. The thing is very annoying.
Very sad. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you once again. Okay, let me call on, before Madam Patricia, let me go to Mr. Zenith. Mr. Zenith, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you once again. Please, I would like you to talk to us.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Elvis. I hope you are hearing me sound loud and sound.
Yes,
okay.
Very pleasant.
Okay. First, I really appreciate, I want to appreciate you on everything you are doing. You know, it's so easy to be consistent in whatever you are doing. And one thing that really pays in life is consistency. Because all the while I've been in Nigeria, I've been doing business, and the things that pay mostly is being consistent. And why do I choose to connect now? Because you asked me if how long have I been following Niger Watch? I've been following it for a long time. And I choose to connect now and contribute my own quota because of the topic that we are discussing. You know, when Dati Ahmed was speaking, he made a lot of things very clear. And that is what has been in my mind all this while. Because there was sometimes he will bring out some topics. Everything we will be saying is what is happening, how it's paining us, which I really appreciate all the panelists, because all of them are very intelligent and they are intentional in what they are saying. When you listen to them, you find out that Nigeria have enough brain to move Nigeria forward. But what we are lacking is coordination. That's what we are lacking. And that coordination, I think, is the right time. That's why I connect, so that I can be able to, pinpoint it, because it has been, when something is boiling in your heart and it has been eating you up, there's no how you feel rest of mind. The problem of Nigeria, at times I say I will not listen to YouTube, I will not listen to radio. But you find yourself listening to YouTube, listening to radio again. Why? Because you love Nigeria and you want it to move forward. And what we are saying online, they are listening to us and they are hearing us. So I'm thinking it's the right time for us to start telling our own stories the way we want it to be. Because there's no how CNN will tell our story, because they don't have our interest in mind. There's no how BBC will tell our own story, because they don't have our interest in mind. There's no how Arise TV will tell our own story, because they don't have our interest in mind. There's no how channels will tell our own story, because they don't have our interest in their mind. Why do I say Arise, BBC, and the channels? Because some of them are being funded by people who don't have our interest in their mind, foreign investors. That's why, have you asked yourself, all this killing that is happening in Nigeria, what prevents Channel TV carrying their camera to go there? What prevents Arise carrying their camera to go there? Why? Because when you bring such proposal for them to sponsor you, fund you, for you to go there, they will not sponsor you, they will not fund you, because it's not their problem. All the bad roads that is happening in Nigeria, everything that we are facing, economy, all these challenges we are having, why is it no channel, no media in Nigeria have bring out their time to investigate, go ask people, know the feelings of Nigerians? Why? Because their interest is not there. Their interest is what they have sponsored, those who pays the bill. That is not their interest. So what I'm saying is, you see what Soyinka, I'm telling you authoritatively, you see this interview what Soyinka did, it was all planned and arranged. It was planned and arranged by federal government. The main thing there is to mention about Obi. Every other thing he said about Nnamdi Kanu, just to make it look like as if it's normal. Everything is to just make it look as if it's normal. But everything is planned to bring down Obi. That brings me to the point that we need to start planning ourselves. We need to start telling our story. And how can we make it possible? We can only make it possible by coming together. We have a lot of people who have social media, who have a YouTube handle. I listening to you, excuse me, listening to you because we are consistent in other things, and the other people that comes to the panel and what they say, they make a lot of sense. If you in your position trying to make contact to other people who have other social media channels, YouTube channels, or any other channels, we come together. Nigeria has a volume. We have a population of people, of young youth who are on social media. By the time we become intentional on what we say, on what we communicate, it will go a long way. Although some of them will be biased, some of them are bought, but there are still
Mr. Zenith. Mr. Zenith.
Sorry? Yeah.
Sorry for cutting you short. I don't understand what you mean telling our own story. Maybe you want to, so that I'm not.
What I mean telling our own story is, for example,
yes,
when it comes to when you come to Nigeria as it stands now, our voice are not being coordinated because for instance, if there is anything that happens in Nigeria, for example, the corruption case now of let me say now the one of Kogi State Governor or Edu. After 2 days, after 2 days, the thing will go under the carpet. Nobody says about it. But when we are intentional about it and keep repeating it, keep on the media, keep repeating it, keep spreading it on social media everywhere, keep saying the same thing, and keep discussing about it, it will go a long way.
We are losing your voice. We are losing your voice. We are losing your voice. Your voice is not stable. It's on
okay, and off. Can you hear me?
It's better now. Yes.
Okay. Yes. And when we certain things are being done, what we are saying, they are all nice. But if we become more intentional in communicating what we want to be happening in Nigeria, telling the story from the part of the citizens, channeling the cost of discussion, because we know what's happening, we'll be the people dictating what is being discussed in mainstream channels in Nigeria. We have the population, we have the power, we have the connections. That's what it takes to dictate the news that they are discussed in mainstream channels in Nigeria. But our mind, our decisions are being scattered. We are doing a lot of things, a lot of things out of good intention, but some of them are being, said bit by bit. So what I'm saying now may not sound well coordinated to some of us listening to it, but I want to believe that I've made a point that if we analyze it later and look into it, we can be able to fine tune it, because we have a lot of people who are smarter in this panel, who can equally fine tune what I'm trying to say now and make it, give birth to it. Because that's what has been eating me inside. Because we have what it takes. Everybody in this panel have what it takes to. When Nanda Azikiwe and others, when they championed the cause of independence, how many are there? There are few, 1 or 2 of them, 3, 4, or 5. They are not up to what we have here in this panel. They are not smarter than what we have in this panel. They were able to do it because they were intentional in what they want to achieve. That's what that Ahmed said. It's only we that we take up our country. It's only we that we handle it. It's only we that can do anything we want to do about it. Because nobody can give us less democracy, because we never fought for it. We never fought for it. What I'm saying, I would like if we can give it a thought and fine tune it. I may say 1 or 2 things in error. I did not say it where I supposed to say it. But I hope that in every nonsense, there is a sense in it. If we can fine tune it and arrive to a, brainstorm on it, even if you can choose a topic one day on how we can, coordinate ourselves online. If we can do the topic, we will discuss it on that day. We brainstorm on it. How we can make our voice heard. How we can make our voice warm.
All right. I think we lost you there, sir. Let us come back to you. Your network is breaking. Mr. Zenith, it's good to have you on the show. Thanks for putting your voice out there. Thanks for your submission. We'll come back to you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Before I move on, I got a super chat from Amazing Grace USA. Thank you very much, ma. I appreciate you. Say, Mr. Najjar was honestly believe that you were created to do exactly what you are doing now. Nigeria will be delivered from these satanic politicians. I appreciate your loyalty and commitment. Thank you very much, ma, for your continuous encouragement, your kind words. It goes a long way. God bless you. It's a collective effort, and I'm very, very grateful for all you do. Thank you very much, ma. May your pocket never run dry. All right, let me come to Mother Patricia before Mr. Jonathan Kisley. Mother Patricia, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you for joining us today. Thank you very much for all you do. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone from wherever you are watching us from. Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Elvis?
Yes, ma'am. Very clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So please, I will not. I will not omit to speak about the likes. So please, comment section guru and every other person, even the people on the panel, if you have not done so, please click on the like button. Very important. And of course, share so that our voices will go far. Like you just heard, the two panelists before me spoke. They said what we are doing here is yielding fruit. So we are not just talking, we're actually doing what is needed to do. Before every resolution, before every solution, there comes talking. So that's what we are doing here. So please hit on the like button and share, subscribe. There's a subscribing button as well there, and the notification button as well. Hit on it so that when we come up online, anytime we are live, you can be the first to be notified that we are on. Do that quickly so that you can be a contributor to the growth of this channel as well. Thank you. And then, of course, Mommy Diaspora, thank you for all that you do for us. May God keep you alive and strengthen you. May you see the new Nigeria that we all are fighting for. In Jesus' name, amen. So, yeah, I want to show you. I said yesterday that I'm amazed that the children of this man is not talking to him. Because if I was his daughter, I believe I would have been the one against him. Against him because I love him. You see, to see somebody that you love going astray, losing track, going off track, running in front of the bus that is driving 150 or 180 kilometers per hour towards him or them, and you don't do anything, I think you are their problem. So everyone surrounding this man, like Baba Dati said as well, I use this man for him because, yes, he has made himself what it is because of his antecedents. Not speaking truth to power, you expect from an elder statesman to know better and do better. But of course, how can he, when he is sold out already to the devil? He can't do good. It's a shame. But if I was still his daughter, I would have been able to be against him and let him know that this trajectory, this track is going on, is not worth it. Because it's gonna, what name is it gonna leave for the children? Look, Look, a good name is better than a bad name. That's one thing. A good name goes a long way. At least Dinka today, I don't think people want to associate with the children, you know. So a lot of people like that brought themselves to the wrong book of life journey. So if I was Shoyinka's daughter, I would have been the one against him. Why? Because I love him. I would have not kept him quiet. I would have been able to tell him that, Dad, what you're doing is wrong. Keep this name for our posterity. This name, the whole work he has done, to him, this honor is now at the end of his age, his life, dishonoring all the honor that was accrued to him. So, which means he was not a man of honor. That's what it means. It happened by chance. It happened by chance. Because if it happened, because he was a man of honor, he would have maintained the honor to the end. So he hasn't really contributed positively to Nigeria because the courtesan he brought. Look at, people are bringing industries to their country, but this man imported to Nigeria. Courtesan. You know what that is? Worship of Satan, Lucifer. That's what it is. So how do we really expect him to do any good? Can't do any good. Can't speak truth. The devil is a liar from beginning, and all his children are liars. So we know. So anybody expecting him to say something different, I think it's just a waste of time. It's just that it happened by chance. It was not preordained for him to be honored with this great office that they gave him, conferred on him, Nobel laureate. It was by chance. I think he ended because he was able to bring this satanic agenda to Nigeria. That's why they used that one to compensate him. But like anything that the devil gives you, that you take from the devil, it will always produce evil. So that's why it's producing evil. But if I was still his daughter, I would still have been against him. I would still have been against him and tell him the truth that this you are doing is a no-no. Because I don't know where he was. Maybe he was in his grave when all the shenanigans were going on, all the mayhem was being meted out on Nigerians in Lagos. So I can't say just the Igbos. It was all tribes, non-Yorubas, except from the Hausas and every other one was deemed to be evils, and they gave them the whatever they wanted to give them. So it wasn't there. Secondly, Mr. Obi is not the president. So he should let Mr. Obi be. Face the one that he's the one, your president, Jagaban. Talk to him since you gave him 7-point agenda. The 7-point agenda you gave him, he's not carrying out any of them. So I mean, like that he said, they say it's a distraction. I think we should move on from him because there is no point. Yesterday I went to comment, somebody, I don't remember the name, Ashu Peter something, was writing there and said, they are glad I was in the panel and that they want to hear what I would say about the coastal road that they were building. I think, sometimes, I don't even want to say sometimes, I would say very frequently, many of you listen to people, but you are not able to catch what they are saying. You are not able to understand the direction of their message because you have your own mind already fixated on how people should or how people's opinion should be. I want to tell you, I know you wrote it yesterday. I want to address you. If you go back and listen to me, I never said that the idea for the coastal, what they call it, coastal highway was a wrong one. I never said so. I never said it was a wrong one. All I said is that yes, it was a good idea. The implementation of the road is up to them. I never mentioned anything about the implementation of the road, where it's going to pass or where it's not going to pass. I never mentioned anything like that. I only said that I would love to see that become a reality. I've seen countries, I've lived in many countries, so I see countries where they have coastal roads across the sea and even under the sea with 30 kilometers stretch, 18 kilometers above the sea. And, so it's beautiful. And if that can be in my time, in my country, yes, I said I will love it. I'm already seeing myself driving on it. But whether it is destroying people's property to do it, that is not what I spoke about. All I said is that I want to see it happen in my day. Okay? So don't misquote me. Go back to my submission. So don't say, oh, you would love to hear what she's going to say as though I was I categorically said, oh yeah, it's good that they are destroying the thing or whatever. No, I never said so. So please, listen and listen well. It's very, very important. So that thing I meant coming out today, I mean, it just made my day. I would say that. Yes, which means our talking is not for nothing. Our talking is going far and wide, near and far and wide. And I love the fact that it let us know again that democracy is for those that are ready for democracy. Okay? So you cannot say you are practicing democracy when you are not committed. You are not committed to democracy. You are not putting in the effort. It's not enough to go and pick your voting card. It's your duty to ensure that your voting card, your voting card bring the result that you know you voted. Like I said, I'm still repeating myself again. I know sometimes I sound like a broken record, but I have to, because some people have dull ears. Like I always said, I said, listen, we are not ready because the 1 million march that I saw, where are they? And I'm still asking this question. 1 million man march. Do you mean that on that day, if that 1 million we saw on TV everywhere, 1 million men march that we saw, if they went to Abuja, even on the 29th, on 29th of May last year, if they had went to Abuja, do you think that that swearing in of Tinubu would have happened? I don't think so. I don't think so. So the fact is that Nigerians are not ready. If you are ready, you will know what to do. So I join my vice to say the same thing, that you are not ready. And I also said that until you start eating one another, before you will know that the ride that you are in is a very long haul. It seems you want to get there where you'll be eating one another before you will know that this person is not there for your good, neither for anybody's good. It looks like that. So it's not still too late. It's not still too late. It's not. Look, if we can remove a senator, we can also remove a president. That's what it is. If we come out together collectively and say we don't want you anymore, you must go. Listen, in every town, every city, everywhere, you will have to go. So Nigeria's democracy is for the people who are ready, not the ones that are playing. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I yield so far. Thank you.
All right, Mother Patricia, God bless you, man. Thank you very much. I like the fact that you asked that question. Where is that 1 million man march happen then? Where's everybody? They're in the beer parlor, man, and lounges, enjoy themselves. Thank you very much. sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. It's been a while. Please talk to us. Go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, Mr. Niger Watch, and good evening, every member of the panel and those listening. I just want to, thank you for this opportunity, given to me. Now, I would just have like 2 points to bring up here, and one of them is this concerning Abure. Please, if you don't mind me, just for like 3 seconds. I'm calling on Mr. Barrister Abure. Wherever you are, if you are hearing me, a sincere mind does not care accusation. People are talking about you here and there, and you cannot just singularly be the Labour Party Nigeria is talking about. Don't destroy the opportunity of this party for God's sake. I am begging you, step aside for now. That is my plea to you. That is all I want to say about you. Then secondly, Mr. Niger, and as many as are listening to me, please, I want to say something about Professor Wole Soyinka. Wole Soyinka is saying something to Bola Tinubu. Maybe you people are not taking note of it. Wole Soyinka does not want Igbos. He is among the people who so dislike the Igbos. And he does not want an Igbo man to be president, not because Obi is not capable. I don't know how many people are his people that are better than Obi for today. But the truth is this, Wole Soyinka is telling Bola Tinubu, please, release him down the car and let these people go away. I am telling people, if you are listening to me today, let them know that I am in full support of Nigeria, but the way it is going, we are going nowhere. Let them help people to go out of that place. And let us see what they want to achieve of their Nigeria, please. Thank you very much. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It's good to hear from you today. Thank you. All right, Madam Ola, you were calling in. I'm just going to quickly return your call so that you can pass your submission as well. Guys, help us to press on the like button. Help us to share as well. God bless you. Thank you very much, man. I missed your call. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good afternoon from over here, whatever your time is, where you are coming from. Mr. Elvis, God bless you.
Thank you, man.
God bless you. The day I discovered your channel, if I was rolling on before that, where have I been ever? Good afternoon, everybody on the panel, the commentators, Mommy Diaspora, God bless you. I wish I can call in every time, but I mean, my schedule here is just crazy. I'm just going to talk about 2 things, Wole Soyinka and that. Let me start with the good one. This is that Ahmed, this man. In fact, I admire him so much. I wish I can meet him someday. Whenever he speaks, he inspires me so much. He has captured everything in that interview today. That's just it. He doesn't talk very much, or we don't see him every time, but when he speaks, I mean, I just have goosebumps. He has said everything we need to know. When Nigerians, he has said it before, when Nigerians are ready, they will rise up. And he said that democracy was spiked after that conclusion of the 2023. He's very right. That man thinks he has wisdom. He thinks before he opens his mouth. And he's always saying the right thing at the right time. That's by the way. For Papa, our white-haired grandpa, I've already said it. What do we expect from him? He has to, agree, even if it's not true, and say good things about the people that are paying him with rice and beans, pots and pan, refrigerators. He can't cut off his relationship with them. So even if it sounds stupid, he will still say it. I don't like to disrespect elders, but there's something we say Yoruba, Agbaya, Adagbamadanu. When you are becoming a fool in the eyes of people, they will disrespect you. You should just go and sit down. I have said that we should ignore him. We should just ignore it because somebody said on your broadcast a while ago, about 2 or 3 months ago, that he's probably suffering from dementia. Maybe the symptoms are coming up because he just has to go there and say something.
And at the same time, maybe their father is just throwing people out there. Just go and say something, just to cause distraction. So I'm just going to ignore him. He already knows that he's making a fool of himself, but he has to continue to talk because our person in Nassau is his friend. So let's just discuss about more important issues. If he's not ready to do it, we are here to do it. I will continue to pray for you, Mr. Elvis. You will never relent. Nothing will weaken you.
Amen.
I'm going to pray for you and your mother for supporting you in this, because it's a good cause. Even if you can't go physically, like you said, they are hearing us and they're responding. Everything that Obi is saying, Tinubu is trying to do it, but it's a government of trial and error. They will do it, it will fail. Look at what they did to the landmark beach. I mean, God will help us. We should continue to talk. Our talk is working. It is working. Even if they can't go to Nigeria physically, our talk is working. And we'll get it right one day. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, ma. I appreciate you. Thanks for your kind words. God bless you, ma. All right. We have Law of God is my strength on the phone. Good evening to you, man. Thank you very much. It's good to hear from you today. Please talk to us, man.
Hello.
Thank you, man.
Hello, good evening, Good evening, my brother.
Thank you, man. It's good to hear from you.
God will
Amen.
be with you. Sorry, I've not been on for some time. I've been so busy, a lot of things. But I said today I must come on at least to speak. And Mom, that's what I greet you. Thank you, Mom, for all you do. God will be with you. You're a great mother. On Mother's Day, I think I was not here. I don't think so. I just wish you well, man. You're a great mother. For you to be doing this how many years now? You have not stopped. You're a great one. I just praise you. And Nigeria shall pray for you and your family. One day, Nigeria problem will be over. You will have time for your family, your wife. Yeah?
Amen.
Get time.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
what I
man.
tell you. And let me tell you, don't worry. Some of the people that they get money on time. They don't spend it well. Get your money in a gentle way. It is the best. Let me quickly. I want to greet everybody, Mr. Jonathan. Always you are here. I just want to say thank you, every one of you. Black Panther, Sister Rita, Sister Luke, everyone, give us a mandate, all of you. Thank you for supporting Nigeria Watch. Thank you. You have never left this one, and God, because you've not left, so God will not leave all of you in the name of Jesus. Thank you all.
Amen.
If
Amen.
I don't mention your name, please don't be angry. All of you, I pack all of you together. Thank you. Now, I want to speak on Mr. Wole Soyinka. And I will not want to abuse an old man because I wish to get to that age. And I will not want somebody to insult me. You see, I look at Soyinka at times. I look at him and say, this man, maybe something is wrong that we don't know. And I don't want to give somebody a sickness that I thought they have not said that he has. I will not be. I will never do that. But I think something is wrong. Or I will say maybe Wole Soyinka is in salary of Tinubu. That if he has not come out to speak, the money will stop. So that's why you see this man, he has turned himself now to move down. So everybody, the way we love this man, the way we respect Wole Soyinka, he has turned himself to a level now that everybody is talking to him anyhow. It is not right. And I know this man has a daughter that was working with Buhari. I don't know where she is now. I pray that they should come and call this man to order. Because what he's doing to this Mr. Peter Obi and Yusuf Babame, that is not good. They are not talking about him. They are doing their own thing. But Wole Soyinka is always going to dig on Obi. What has he done? Is he now showing us his own side that he is a big country that doesn't like other tribe? He's showing us. He's not telling us the tribalistic side of him. So when he was fighting Buhari, he was talking bad about Buhari. Is that what he is? When he went out to protest against the increasement of petrol, where is he now? The petrol is even more don't know why. I love him. Nigerians, nobody can fight your battle for you. The countries that you see that they are living well, the country you see that they are in peace, they stood up and did the right thing. Nobody, we can only come here and talk. Oh, we talk. There's no problem with it. Oh, God give us man to talk. And it's only with our talk that thing can happen. You see this man get power well. So we will tell you now. Making us stop all this running after case. Running after whiskey and there we go. Solve your problem. All of you come out and do something. That is the only way you can be free. In the UK now, by July, UK is coming out, all the nature will be shut down. They want to protest against tax, council tax. This is a country that are coming together. So all of you, be in Nigeria and be managing and coming to our internet to be fine beggar. And people we are giving you people money and people can sit down and be thinking they're enjoying going to party, blessing your Thank you, Mr. Ledgaward.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, yeah, that is true. We all are planning coming out in the UK to to protest against council tax, just the council tax of a country where we all are living a wonderful life.
I'm just sharing that too. I'm just sharing I'm just getting this information. Council tax protest.
Yes. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, Nigerians are in beer parlor drinking. They are not interested. What a country. Now, wow. Anyway, I'd like us to move on. Let me call on the next person. I'd like to get to everybody on time. Let me come to Mr. Jonathan Kingsley. Thank you very much, sir, for your time with us today. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome once again. Thank you very much for the work you are doing. God bless you. I greet all the panelists, all those on the comment section, those that are listening, all the callers. I greet you all. Welcome. Thank you. I want to talk on legitimacy because that's what Mr. Dati Bapa, but one of the issues, legitimacy, is what I want to talk on because my fellow panelists have dealt with that. As far as Mr. Wole Soyinka is concerned, for me, it's a waste of time. Everybody have said it. Pure and simple, is a distraction. Peter Obi is not in charge. He's not the one calling the shots in Nigeria right now. He's not the one making economic policies or decisions. He's not the one. So, to the point where Mr. This professor thing. Anyway, let me give it to him. See, this professor thing sometimes can be misleading because when people hear professor, they will think that everything is intact and that whatever they say is like God speaking. No, it is not so. Especially in Nigeria, in the Nigerian context. In fact, when you hear someone, when you see professor, be careful. Be careful when they talk. To the point where Dati Baba Ahmed described Mr. Wole Soyinka as what instead of who. By the time you are being described, it means that you are not relevant. You are inconsequential. You are not in the scheme of things. In fact, they don't see you as a person anymore. What? Who is Wole Soyinka? Then they are talking. A man of relevance, a man of importance. It can't even go that far to describe it. Say, what is Wole Soyinka? What? I said, this is a man that he has descended so low and he continued to descend to the point where everything he has worked for, everything he has built all his life, is rubbishing it himself. Is the one that is rubbishing to a point where now is being described as what? When someone is being described as what is this person? It means it's a person that is not relevant. So let's move on.
Let's just move on with this man. Everything he said is inconsequential. It does not matter. And still on this legitimacy thing, see, one of the callers said something, and I'm glad because I wanted to talk on legitimacy. And one of the first callers said, what is going to happen, or how are we going to interpret Abuja moving forward or going forward in Nigeria? See, Abuja is no longer relevant. Nigerians hear it clear and well. Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, is no longer relevant in the Nigerian electoral process until the time that the wrong that they made the wrong right, they correct the wrong. Until that time, Abuja is inconsequential. Abuja is useless in electoral setup. It does not matter whether you win Abuja, whether you lose Abuja. Abuja is useless. You people in Abuja, residents of Abuja, Nigerians living in Abuja, whenever you go and vote, your vote does not count. You are inconsequential in the scheme of things in Nigeria, which is why the framers of the crooked constitution in the first place, even in their own wisdom, made it so. As it stands right now, Abuja is rendered useless. The Nigerians living there are irrelevant. Their vote does not matter. If you live in Abuja, you're in presidential election, your vote does not matter. Abuja is zero, nothing, niche. That is as far as Abuja is concerned. The court in Nigeria, the Supreme Court in Nigeria, have effectively rendered Abuja useless. It does not matter. Who cares about Abuja? Who cares about your vote? Politicians don't care about your vote any longer. It does not matter. That is where Nigeria is right now. That is where they have placed Nigeria right now, as we speak. Mr. Dati said it all. What is happening in Nigeria now is well deserved. Nigerians cannot complain. They deserve it. Not my words, but that Ahmed Dati confirms it, reaffirms it today as a matter of fact. You cannot, democracy, according to him, is earned. You earn it. You earn democracy. It is the government for the people who have earned their freedom. People who have earned their liberty. They have earned their freedom. And he asked a question, a very fundamental question. Are Nigerians free? Based on that simple definition of democracy, of course, Nigerians are not free. Nigerians are not free. There is no democracy there because democracy is for people that have earned their liberty. Nigerians don't have liberty. They don't have freedom. Again, he said it all. It was easy to stop Mr. Tinubu. It was very easy to stop. Therefore, and Nigerians decided in their own volition that they will not stop it. Therefore, they do not need to complain. They don't have the right to complain. The presidency of Tinubu is irrelevant. It is the edict of Nigerians now. I'm quoting him. That interview is an interview that one will even need to go and listen to because there's no way one can do justice to everything that is said there. Unless you listen to it and digest it. The anchor stopped him. He made a statement He didn't want to go there. He didn't want to go deep there. He didn't want Mr. Dati to go deep. He said there is an attempt that is ongoing now to divide the country into 6 autonomous regions. The anchor of the interview stopped him. He didn't want him to go there. That's the exact, at that point I said, this is an interview that one need to go and digest. He said a lot in that singular interview. So for Nigerians, you don't complain. You have lost it for now. When you are ready, you will take back your country. Nigerians are the people, when you see them as the people that are not free. They act as slaves in their own country. They behave as slaves, as if they are slaves in their own country. That is what Nigeria is right now. In fact, there's no way you could say it better than Mr. Dati, but it's on record. Everything he said is on record. You see, with this Labour Party thing, Mr. Elvis, I sent something to your WhatsApp, you know, the news on Abure. Abure is being suspended. There's another news going around that it's fake, it's not suspended. You see, this story of Abure being suspended, we've been there before. We've gone there before. We've gone through this before. Remember, Abure was suspended. It went through the shenanigan court process in Nigeria, and nothing came out of it. This is just another one of it. This is so popular. We've seen the video before. We've seen the movie before. It is a waste of time. For me, it is a distraction from the real issues. The real issue, the real fact is that Abure should resign. At the minimum, he should step aside, take the honorable route, and get out. Take that honorable route and get out of that office. Let there be a constitutional convention, a well-organized convention of the party, recognized convention of the party, where the new leadership will emerge that will be recognized by everyone. This idea of him being suspended from the world level, because at the end of the day, we've seen this movie before. Abure claimed that it is only the convention that can take him out of office, not the world. And that convention will be primarily called for that purpose and that purpose only. So we've gone through this route before. So it's a waste of time. This shameless man is not ready to leave until those people that are in charge, including Mr. Peter Obi, they come out clearly and call him out to step aside. Until that time, he's not ready. He wants to hang on. And as the more he continues to do this, the more electoral minuses he gives to Labour Party. So for me, for him, it's just for me on this one, it's just a simple distraction. The main thing is that Abure should just take the honorable step and get out of that office. It's not bigger than the party. It's not. It's just another member. It's just a member, like every other person in Labour Party. Is a member of the party. The office that he's claiming to hold now, the office of the chairman of the Labour Party, is a privilege. It's a privilege. You are not born with it. And when the people that elected you there say they don't want you anymore, get out. Or if there are issues that we know will bring the party to disrepute, get out. It's as simple as that. And my fellow, finally, let me just end on this. My fellow panelists, I believe Mr. Omoshola, you know, when you are making a submission, you talked about, I believe it was Mr. Elvis, they're talking about, housing project and all the rest of it. See, in Nigeria, That's where we are. This is as simple. It couldn't get, simpler than that. Going on a housing project, embarking on a housing community project. How much will you need to do that? Even at the smallest scale, at the smallest level. But you can put 90 billion on Hajj subsidy. You can pay the appeal court again to build another, to renovate the appeal court again with 35 billion. You can roll out 160 million per member of the House and Senate, 160 million. Total going to almost another 35 billion. Add all these together. How much will you need to get low-cost housing that will bring massive employment? Massive employment.
Mr. Jonathan, you see the reason why, this is one of the reasons why corruption can never leave Nigeria. This is one of the reasons why corruption will never leave Nigeria. An average civil servant cannot afford to build a house, even though he spends 50 years in the service without stealing.
It's not possible, because the office, they are all there. It's lucrative. They are all there just to amass as much as possible. Amass, I mean, gather the Commonwealth. Talk of milking a nation. That's what they are there for. When you talk of housing, that is a piece. Again, as the saying, it's a piece of cake for any serious government. But for the fact that they weaponize poverty, they want people to be poor. They don't want to give people even the smallest sense of living, that they can have a life that they can be proud of. Housing is a fundamental right, and it is the duty of the government to provide it for the poor, make it available for them. That's what they call in other countries. You will see what they call, they call it council housing. In some places, they call it community building, local government housing. They're all over the place. This is cheap for any government, any serious government to do. You will create massive employment. A lot of people across all this over 700 local government across Nigeria start building 1-bedroom houses, 2-bedroom houses. Start building. Don't give the contract to Julius Berger. Don't give the contract to multinational construction company. Give the contract to regular Nigerians to build. Give them the contract. All these billions will end up in the hands of Nigerians, and you will tax them also. And there will be housing, 1-bedroom house, 2-bedroom, 3 bedrooms, all across the length and breadth of Nigeria. What does it cost you to do that? For crying out loud. There is nothing you can show off. There is nothing. You can use propaganda all you like. You can do all you like. You have done nothing in the last 12 months. And that brings me to my fellow panelists who was talking about telling our stories. Because when you see, in as much as I love to say good things about my country, Nigeria, there is nothing good to tell about Nigeria. I think my fellow panelists, I think Mr. Zenith, I think what you attempted to do was to
Mr. Jonathan, please round up in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think you just want to bring out the importance of focusing on issues, for us to focus on issues, which is excellent, which is how it should be. But I believe it's different from telling our story, because, see, to be real with ourselves, our story in Nigeria is not good at all. There is nothing good to tell. About Nigeria.
Thank you.
It stands right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll drop it there. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Thanks for your submission. Appreciate it.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma'am. You want to?
Yes, so I want to say something. I beg.
You have 20 seconds.
Please, so it's a suggestion, because I'm looking at this Tinubu picture that you put here. It's telling me that Mona talk on, I don't care. Can we get the one that is a little bit when he's like keen listening, please?
But he doesn't care now.
Mr. Elvis, you wicked though. This picture of Tinubu, I'm not even Madam Patricia. This just brought my attention to it, man.
But Tinubu doesn't care about the situation we are facing right now.
The picture is sleeping while we are talking. The man is sleeping.
Oh my God, this thing no good at all.
And
it's not like it was made up. It actually happened. It happened for real, right?
That is the best description of the situation we are facing in Nigeria right now.
Mr. Elvis, this thing actually happened now. It's not like this picture. It's a real picture.
The man in question does not have any better picture to look at. Like, is he dancing or he's sleeping? Does he have any picture that is serious?
All right, let's move on. We have a lot of people that want to speak. Thank you very much, my people. Love of God is my strength. You've done it again. I appreciate you, Ma. Thank you very much for the super chat. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Guys, press on the like button. Help us to share. Hit on $sign. Support what we're doing. Encourage our work here. Okay, I would like to call on Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. Happy weekend to you. Please talk to us. You have 8 minutes.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead. Thank you.
And everybody in the panel. I'm a privilege to be here again today. Let me come for the topic first. Peter Obi and I won the 2023 general election. LP, that Ahmed insists. Yeah, we all know that evil child that they born 5 years, you know that they won the election. That is the reason why they switch up the beavers, because there was 3 election held that very day, senatorial election and House of Rep. Why is it that only presidential election they switch up? We know that Obi won. They don't ring election, they ring themselves into their power. That is for that. Ahmed Dati Baba has said it all. You see, there is some people, they always say that they don't believe that they can unseat, they can remove Tinubu 2027. They can remove Tinubu, they remove military. Who is Tinubu not to be removed? They can remove him. It's very easy. If you listen to Ahmed Baba very well, you hear what he said. He said that it's not for them to storm that Eagle Square, but they just want to follow the due process. They was thinking that judiciary will do the right thing. That is the reason why they just come. But at the end, the judiciary they fuck them up. But I believe you, I bet you, 2027 will not be like that. They will be ready. Even the electoral commission constitution will change. Will be changed. Everything will be ready. Understand? That is for that. See, this Ika, in my own town, or the way I know, when somebody is getting older, you are closer to your grave. Even though you are a bad person before, you repent, you leave some kind thing that you used to do that is not good. You leave it because you are getting closer to your grave. But this man, I don't know why elderly man, 90 years, just like Dr. CN said, I meant like few months, it will be 90 years. You don't even know what to say. You know the right thing, what to do, but you twist it to lie. Elderly man, like this man, he has this value is dignity and his value, the respect. You don't have respect anymore. This thing you see, this man is coming on air and talk about Peter Obi, and Peter Obi is not in position now, right now in government in Nigeria, but you are coming on air just talking about this man. And look at this man is in the government in Nigeria now. He's president of Nigeria. Look at what Nigeria is facing. The economy is declining every day. You don't come and talk about that. There is no light in Nigeria. You cannot talk about that. Naira depreciating every day. You cannot talk about that. But somebody who is willing to help the country to grow, who is willing to help the country to move forward, even when you people ring the election, this man is still going around to make sure the citizens of Nigeria, the poorest, they try to drink water, they eat, he give them good care, he shelter them. But still, you guys are talking about this man bad. Well, there is nothing I will say. Whatever whatever you do, you, even though you think this life, this is not the end of it, you will die one day. Just imagine your forefather, they are in the earth, they are dead. Nobody know what they are passing through. It's what you do. You will face in the day of judgment. Understand? Well, sir, you see this man is like this very guy now is also in also wrong. He's paying this man monthly. That's why this man is coming on air. Anytime Peter Obi says something, he will twist it like it's not right. Understand? How can this man say Peter Obi is unfit to govern Nigeria? Which is this man, when he was in governor in Anambra State 8 years, he did very well. There is nothing like crime or corruption against this man till now. But you say this man is unfit. What is your proof? Why do you say it? What is your reason? You have no reason, but you just want to say something so that people hear that you say something. And you say you are a professor. Professor is just like certificate. It's a paper that's written with biro. Yes, it's a certificate, just like paper that is written with biro. Yeah, it doesn't mean you are a professor, you knows everything. No. That is not, it doesn't mean that. Yes, it's a paper that is written with biro. Ordinary paper, just a piece of paper. This man don't know what he's doing for me. Because I believe when somebody is getting old, even though you are a bad person, you repent. Because if you die, you don't know what you face there. Yeah, that is for that. Let me go for this Edo State people. Anybody that is coming on air recently or air or on the ground in Nigeria, you are supporting APC or PDP to continue Edo State. Please stop it. It's like you don't need good for Edo State. Yes. Why I say this is that calculate how many years back there is nothing those people did in Edo State. The state is still the same thing. There is nothing changed. No road, no light, no water. Okay, now what is the reason why you are campaigning for them? There's no reason to prove. Look at Alex Uti now. Alex Uti has turned Abba State to Abia State to another heaven. Just like 11 months or 12 months now. Abia State is better than most of the states in Nigeria now currently. They have 24 hours in some part of it. Imagine now you come on air, you are supporting APC and PDP to continue where all those bad people stop in Edo State. No light, no road, nothing is going on. If you come on air and support those people, it's like God will punish you. Yes, for me. Because I see no reason why, no matter the money they give to you, that money will finish. Why can't you do the right thing? Even though you have billion today, you not take that billion to heaven when you die. You will left everything in this world. Only you and your God will go and judge. I don't know why we guys, even young people, not old people, you are supporting APC and PDP to continue where those bad people stop. Why can't we try the next option, which is Akpata, a Labour Party, so that if it can do well, we know that nobody is perfect, but I believe it will be better than others. Yes, for me, let's try it. Don't support APC. Look at what that guy said. Sam said last 3 days, right? Now, China never give me proof. He said that this Edo State governor, he set a mining company in Edo North. I said, where in Edo North? I'm from Edo North. Till now, did not prove it. They are just coming on air to lie. They don't have anything to prove, just to propaganda. That is their system, which is very bad. We young people, we are still doing this. It's not that old people. How can you have a car, you have a kids there? How can your kids grow up? No free education, no nothing. No health care, free health care, nothing is going on in the country. After you are supporting those people, supporting APC and PDP. When they stole your money, they will carry the money to Western Europe to go and keep there. Billions of dollars, which is people's money. One person will take there to go and keep. After they give you 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, before you know you will finish. You are still supporting them. You are selling your future, your children's future to those bad people. Thank you, Mr. Evans.
All right, Mr. Abdul Malik, God bless you, sir. Thanks for your submission. It's good to have your voice on this show today again. Martina Albasi TV, good evening to you, man. It's good to have you on the show. Thank you very much for all you do. Every one of you right there, man. God bless you all. I love God is my strength. Once again, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Guys, do your part. Help us to like and share. Okay, let me move on to the next person to speak to us, which is give us a mandate. Give us a mandate. I don't know which account you want to talk or you know, two of your account there, you know. So which one you want to talk from? One on the back, the one on the screen. Maybe you are not even available.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead, sir. Thank you. Good evening to
I
you.
was going to switch my computer, but
Give us a mandate. Now Yakubu style, you adopt to.
I mean,
no,
all
no,
that.
no. You cannot complain.
Or you want us to come back to you?
No, don't come back to me. Let me just go.
All this, you hear me for back of doors, so we don't understand.
Okay. I was
You
on my
enter
phone
from
now.
both
I
the
have to
front.
switch
You
to my
enter from
computer.
both the front and the back door.
Well, I mean, Mr. Jonathan, we are not like them, so we cannot be compared to them. We are different. We are different from them. So now, we did not break rules. They are rule breakers. But before I proceed, all protocol duly observed. I greet everyone. Happy weekend. Thank you for all that you do and continue to do. We do appreciate you. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much. Hopefully, I'm still coming out clearly. So, Mr. Abdulmalik, thank you for coming on here. I do appreciate you. I think I called your name yesterday when I didn't see them on the platform because they told us they will provide us an evidence that Obaseki has a mining company in a donut. Now, what I did was almost going to carry bell, my con go ring bell for your junction and then for secretariat. Say, people for a donut looking at Como, I beg you, see Obaseki create a mining company for a donut. No could have give me the address, I can go find the place. So they never see anything. Maybe they are still searching, or maybe that mining company na Tom with the put for inside pockets, like my principal said. He said oil that is still is not candy that somebody can put in pocket. So in case they are listening, I think the person's name is Honorable Sam. I think I refer to him as Mr. Sam. He told us he will bring an evidence. Well, hopefully he will bring it tomorrow. By the time before next week, maybe he will bring it. Maybe he will send to Mr. Elvis. So that is one of the things that we continue to see here. One thing is, we will not peddle on lies. I will not peddle on lies to support anybody. If I support you, it came from my heart. I will not peddle on your lies. I will not peddle on whatever you have not done. And that's why I keep telling the people that Barrister Ozaibo Olumide Apata is a man for the job. And that's what I'll keep saying it until he proves otherwise. I was with Mr. Peter Gregory Obi yesterday. I am with him today. I will be with him tomorrow until he proves otherwise. So, if you like, make a year. If you like, make a no year. They don't tell you before, say, Aswe in a law firm rank one of the best 15 in the world. By the time we check, through Mr. Jonathan Nabobo. Now, then tell you, say, Obaseki, do mining for a donut. Up until now, we never see evidence. Maybe the evidence they run, then they portray and say, evidence no run now. I won't go show you to them on Ninja Watch. We'll go the day here. They wait for them. 3 days go now. The two of them will never see them here. Both Yabala and then the other. But I mean, we'll leave that past. Now, on the issue today, I'll tell you some things. Mr. Jonathan, I mean, I always appreciate you, and then my other panelists, Mr. Abdul Malik, Mr. Omoshola, Dr. CM, and including Mr. Elvis, and everyone that has been coming here to do a wonderful job. Now, what I have here is a quote. When a man can destroy everything that he has worked for because of a criminal, more so a drug criminal friend, be careful of such a man. If a man will destroy the legacy that he has built over years, I mean, Wole Soyinka is going to be 90 in some few days, as we made the. So if such a man can destroy the legacy that he has built for over several years because of a criminal, not just an ordinary criminal, a criminal drug baron, be careful of such a man. And I can just suppose that with Mr. Elvis Oniebide. He said, Dino Melayo told me he wants to come to this platform. And he said, panelists will not, nobody will ask me any question. I will just come here, have a free ride. And once we are done, that's it. Nobody will ask me any question. And Mr. Elvis said, okay, let me just take it to my panel and then let me take it through and ask them. And you ask us, people, what do you think? And we said no. If Dino is going to come here, he must be subjected to scrutiny. And because Dino cannot stand that, Mr. Elvis told us the juicy package that Dino offered him. He said, I showed it to my mom. My mom said, okay, you cannot pay me into this. That is how you know a man with character and integrity. You know, that singular act would have made Mr. Elvis, the things that he has built for 10 years and still counting, to be thrown into oblivion because of one man. So if a man will destroy the legacy, the integrity that he has built for several years because of a criminal, more so a criminal drug baron, be careful of such a man. In Yoruba language, my elder brother is here. Yoruba will say, rántí ọjọ́ àti sùn, àbí rántí ọjọ́ alẹ́. That means, remember the day you're going to be put down in that 6 feet, the day you cry. I bet you people, Nigerians, professor of rice and beans, so sad is from my state or your state. Is it from your state or Ogun State? Either one. I'm not sure right now. I'll confirm properly. He doesn't care about the day he will be called. From where?
Ogun State.
Ogun State, right?
Ogun State, yes.
Yeah, Ogun State. Yeah, Ogun State. Sorry, it's from Ogun State. No, not your state. I think you only reside in your state. So now, such a man, more so, he has gotten his boarding pass, like Rosie Musi. Wole Soyinka has gotten his boarding pass. He's only waiting from when the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords will call him and say, Wole, the jobs I send you to Nigeria and to the world, it ends tonight. Come yonder and answer and give account on how you spent your life. Wole is not thinking about that, sir. Wole is thinking about the juicy monthly salary allegedly, and the juicy appointment shabbily that he gets from his criminal drug baron. And so, whether the 19 years old boy or the 20 years old get child is what is called good governance or not, Wole Soyinka does not care. He only cares about his own stomach and what his own children can get from these people. And so, for such a man, please be careful. If a man can destroy the legacy he built for several years because of a friend, more so a criminal drug baron, be careful of that person. Mr. Ivy said something here some 2 days ago, like he always said. He said some of my friends, they cannot stand me. In fact, some of them they left me because of what my ideology is different from theirs. That's why such a man will tell his dad and say, Papa, I love you so much. But the fundamental principle of PDP, I don't buy the ideology. And so I'm going to support a man. This man literally turned his back to his dad when it comes to politics and said, you know what, Papa, I'm not supporting you. That is what he did. Now, Wole Soyinka knows that Tinubu is a criminal, more so a criminal drug baron. Wole Soyinka now boosts his chest and say, you know what, this is the person he wants to support. Why? Because he feels that when he was in problem, the criminal drug baron helped him. And be careful, people, when you are too hasty to get gifts, and the pastors and the bishop should pay attention to this. Remember Naaman and Gehazi in the Bible. It was gifts that made the leprosy of Naaman stick on Gehazi, because Gehazi he ran to Naaman and said, my master said he has a visitor that it will take some piece of clothes. And the master was following me, he didn't know. That was how a generation was right off. The man that was supposed to get the triple portion of Elisha's power got leprosy, and that was his own generation right off. So be careful when a man can destroy the legacy that he laid down because of criminals. That is who Wole Soyinka is. Jati Baba Ahmed, it is not more story or news. It is not a breaking news. We know that he won the election.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Girls Amandi. Thank you. That's a deep analysis and description of Oga Wole Soyinka, Wole Soyinka. All right, let's move on, my people. I appreciate you all. I'd like to call on the next person. Let it all get to everyone on time. Oga Consign, then we'll come to Efemana. Oga Consign, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Please talk to us. 8 minutes.
Thank you for having me today. May God bless you for giving me the opportunity. May God bless all the panelists, commentators, and everybody. Like they said all protocol observed. Today, I want to start on a day election. I don't normally talk about the elections in Nigeria, but this one also is very important. Edo people, even the whole candidates, none of them is good to rule or anything at all. Try go to, what's that, the Labour Party candidate. Not because he's a Labour Party man, no. I believe he can follow the footsteps of, he can emulate what this man is doing in Abia State. That's the only way I'm saying follow him. Vote for him. I don't think he will disappoint, because if he disappoint, you'll be disgrace to him. People will say, look at your fellow, look at another Labour Party man, he's doing good. And what are you doing? So he will be a disgrace to himself if he wins and he doesn't follow the footsteps of that man. APC, PDP, they cannot do anything for people. They can't. Those people have been a failure. Yeah, it's like their name is written failure. Everything they do is failure. In that country, tell me, even the Abia people are lucky.
They are very, very lucky. They didn't fall into this trap of APC and the PDP. If not, they could have continued to be in darkness like others. So, Edo people, even though Obaseki, nobody loves, is not doing good job, but Obaseki is one of the person I respect in Nigeria. You know why? That's why I like Bini people, Edo people. Edo people they don't like evil thing. Obaseki is the only one who have been criticized. He was criticizing Buhari, even upon powerful Buhari. Nobody was talking about Buhari, but Obaseki was so bold and criticizing his government. Even this Tinubu now, he's also criticizing him. It's only the governor that is criticizing that is bold. He's talking about the state of Nigeria. It's only him. So that's why I give those people kudos. Obaseki may not be the best, but I think he's trying. We like people who can come out and talk. If you see bad thing, come out and say, but this is bad. Not because of this or that. Says this is bad. Even that's only what I can say about this Edo election. But follow up, I think Apathy or what. Follow him. He will do a good job. He will not like to disgrace he will not like to disgrace Obi and the Odo people. He will not. And I believe that Oti is his friend. They know each other. Now, on the Nigeria issue, it's very unfortunate Nigeria, they don't allow good people to mount that. That Nigeria is a criminal enterprise being headed by Britain. I hear about the war, before the war even, when the coup took place, those people that made the coup, they have intention, that's what I heard, they have intention of installing Awolowo. Why? Because Awolowo was the one doing good that time. Awolowo was the premier in the Midwest. He was doing good in the Midwest. He was. In the Southwest, he was. But they never allowed him to enter there. He tried, they never allowed him. That country is a country that never allowed good people to go to be the president, to change things. That is why you see Shoyinka. An old man, what will an old man do? Old man goes for the right thing because he's getting old. He speaks the truth. But himself, he cannot speak the truth because his son is APC. His son, him and the Tinubu is his friend. So they want Nigeria to continue to be in that status quo. Everything we are saying, they are hearing what we are saying. But the thing again is this, Mr. Elvis, you see, in Nigeria today, I will be able, honest to tell you, 5% of Nigerians don't listen to this your channel. Not that they don't want to listen to it, because there's no electricity, no power. If I call many people, do you know this Niger Watch? They say no. Many people don't know. Even some of these boys that talk in flip television, they don't know. Because they don't have the this thing to go and charge their card and they start going to internet. That's the problem. So that's the problem we're having in Nigeria. You see, if there is light, if there is the power in Nigeria, people will be listening at us, listen to what we are saying and be doing it. But the thing is that there's no electricity. People are handicapped. Those you can expect to be listening to this, some of those who are interested, some of the party chiefs and so on and so forth. But those people are engaged in one or two things. That one is this. You see, that one is on its own. I listened to what this guy said today about Britain. Yeah. Britain responded when they arrested the Maradiko, but when Nnamdi Kanu, which is their part of the city, they can't respond because this man did not bring money to them. So that is where we are. So we tell ourselves, who will break this criminal enterprise in Nigeria? Who? When Britain is in support of this criminal enterprise. I hear what Lord Lugard said about the three regions. or the three major ethnic groups. Lord Lugard, that's the one that came and conquered Nigeria and so on and ruled Nigeria for many years. But if they know that the Northerners have nothing in the head, why must they put Nigeria into their hands? Because they put it's the deliberate act. They did it because to control Nigeria through them. That's why you see, when you want to rise up, they will not allow us to rise up. When you want to put up our head, they will not. There's some Western leaders may be doing good, governors may be doing good, some Eastern governors may be doing good, South governors may be doing good. But ask yourself, what is the Northern governors doing? A governor will come and tell you his record is that he takes some people to Hajj. That is his record. Taking people to Hajj to go and pray. So that is where we're supposed to be suspecting the intentions of this Britain. I'm not saying that the whole blame of Nigeria is on Britain, no, because if we really love ourselves and if we want to do good for ourselves, we will do good for ourselves. But because of that hatred and the nonsense we have in our country, tribalism, hatred, and this, that's why we are not moving forward. Nigeria, Mr. Davis, I think we have talked this in a bit before, many times. You said, why the people are not talking? Why the people are not talking? Politicians, if you expect politicians to come and talk, my brother, we cannot get them. If you expect businessmen to come and talk, they will not get them. It's like this guy said today. Because if you say, like you and me, we're outside, others are outside, we can talk. But those in Nigeria cannot, they are not free. If a businessman comes to them and speak against Nigeria, what is going on in Nigeria, they will destroy his business. If a politician come and talk, they will destroy his political career. You see? So that is why the people there are in bondage. People must not see Nigeria as a democratic country. That is not a democratic country. It's not democratic in the way we look at it. It's on paper that Nigeria is a democratic country. Because if Nigeria is a democratic country, there is no way that the military can occupy Okwama for that long. There is no way that the military can occupy Banes, that is that shopping center. There's no way. There's no way that the military can go about everywhere harassing people. And you have a president who is a civilian president. You see, Nigeria is not the way we look at it. When you go deep into Nigeria, you will see that that country is not what the way we see it is not how it is. You see, it's like a devilish place where no electricity. Upon how many years? Upon how many years? Some people say because Atiku have a generating supply generator to Nigeria. That is why. I don't know whether it's the reason why. But the thing is that the administrators have not done the right thing. They are not doing the right thing. Even as we speak today, Tinubu is getting to 1 year. That 1 year is 1 year of fraud. I go to Umai. If Nigeria is a country that's running, Umai is supposed to be in jail by now. They're supposed to be arrested because Umahi. Oh, my brother didn't give me time. Others is more than me.
I gave you 8 minutes, sir, and you talk for 10 minutes.
Today, many people are not there, and I didn't speak yesterday.
Excuse me, sir. I gave you 8 minutes. You talk for 10 minutes. You said I didn't give you time.
Let me talk about Umahi now. That is stupid man.
No.
I want to talk about that man.
I beg.
You can't call him a stupid man here, sir. Please take that back.
Okay, Umahi is not a stupid man.
You cannot do that here. You know, I deliberately allow you to talk for 10 minutes. I was still accused not to give you more time. What if we don't have this evidence, for example? Go ahead, sir. You have 1 more minute. Go ahead.
Okay. If Nigeria is a country that is a real country, Umahi is supposed to be in jail. Because they know, Umahi and the Tinubu and Co, they know that what they call it, what pipe or what passed through that. And that was why that lady asked him that day. But because of their wicked intention, because of their criminal intention, they only want to grab money. That's what they want to do. But today, look at where they put the Nigerian name. You see, that kind of human being. Oh, short. He's supposed to, even his 2 hands supposed to be removed because that man is a wicked human being. That man, you see there, that man that he called himself Umahi. When Umahi came into government, within a short time, we might start finding people in Ebony. For him to.
All right. On that concern, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Let us come back. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. I appreciate every one of you right there. God bless you all. The last person on the panel is F. Emmanuel. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Mr. Evix, how are you today?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us today. Please talk to us.
All right. I greet every one of you in the panel. My people, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're connected from. And for those of us at the comment section, I also extend my greetings to you too, especially Mommy in diaspora. I greet you, ma. Yeah, a lot has been said today, looking at what you have projected, you know, and I would want to start from Labour Party that has suspended Julius Abure, you know, from his word. Well, I'm looking at it in two ways. Number one, looking at it from the state level. Are we sure this is not APC and PDP strategy to disarm or discredit Labour Party for this forthcoming election in Edo State? That is one. Then number two, looking at it from the national level. Julius Abure is already projecting Labour Party in a bad image. Hence, he is becoming Jonah in the boat of Labour Party. We all know what happened in that boat when Jonah was in that boat nationally. Because the way things are going now, we don't know which one is true. We don't know until he's proven guilty or otherwise. You know, so at this point in time, Labour Party, both from state and national, is being faced with a lot of issue. I'm not trying to hold brief for Abure. I'm not saying he's a righteous man or he's innocent until he's proven otherwise. So that's for Abure. For Labour Party to suffer, what's it called? Bad image for national level. For me, I would advise Abure to step aside. That's number one. Let him just step aside. Looking at it from national point of view. But from the state point of view, am I not sensing the hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob? You know, because we know this is election time. Anything can happen from the opposition, so that the Labour Party that's already gaining ground in the states, you know, to be discredited and be disarmed. You know, so that is for that. The next one is Dati Ahmed. Dati Ahmed has just retreated what he said before. You know, power is in the hands of the people. The day the people wake up, that is the day they will reclaim their mandate. It doesn't matter how long the mandate has been stolen. It doesn't matter. So based on that, Mr. Evix, I want to give a suggestion. I don't know how it will be, maybe at your own convenience time. I want us, especially the panelists, if we can do a 30 days challenge in dissecting the Nigerian constitution. Let's do it every day for 30 days. Everybody, go and read it. Go and dissect it. They will come out and be discussing it. Let's create back the awareness, because people don't read. Probably That is one of the reasons why people find it difficult to act. You know, so we need courage, because when you have knowledge of your right, there's a level of courage that you come up with. But when you're wallowing in ignorance, you don't know. So I'm just asking, it's just a suggestion for you, maybe at your own convenience. We can just look at it, project it in the house, dissecting the Nigerian Constitution, a 30-day challenge. Everybody go and read. They will come and do it. By so doing, even someone who has not even read it will begin to understand the power that is in that constitution. That's for that. Therefore, Wole Soyinka, well, give us a mandate, just said something. He said he has had his boarding pass already. Boarding pass. For me, I would say he has boarded already, but his flight has not taken off yet. If he doesn't have anything to say pertaining the economy, let me borrow Madam Winter's word. Let him enter house and rest. Is he not seeing the buying people that are buying in Okoma in Delta State? Didn't he see it? Is he not seeing the minimum wage in the country? Didn't he see it? Is he not aware of the coastal road that they are trying to construct, that people have lost job and demolition has rendered some people homeless? Didn't you see it? What about the kidnappings? What about the oil theft? What about the hunger? What about the naira falling against the dollar day by day? Wole Soyinka didn't see all those things. He's not seeing the prices of goods and services in the economy going up. He's not seeing inflation. He didn't see all those things. It's only Peter Obi he saw. In the whole, as wide as Nigeria is, it's only Peter Obi he saw. Well, the only thing I can say to him, Baba, please enter house. If you don't have anything meaningful to talk about, enter house. After all, the professorship or the award you have globally, you have it for your own self. It didn't help any woman on the street frying akara. It didn't help the economy in any way. Because we can't have people like you in our country and you allow the politicians have their way. So whatever you earn, whatever respect, whatever qualification you've earned, you earn it only for your own self alone. That will no add bread and butter to anybody's portfolio or anybody's home. So it's for your own. Keep it to yourself. Mr. Evans, another thing I want to say, very, very important. Please, all hands, you are from Edo State, all hands to be on deck to support Olumide Akpata. We shouldn't fold our hands for this criminality APPD APC to continue in Edo State. Never. The days is getting closer. Very soon, election will be there. This month is winding. May is ending very soon. Before you know it, we are there on election day. All hands should be on deck to support Olumide Akpata. We already have Abia State, which is already delivering the dividends of democracy. Please let Edo State be added to it in the scheme of things. By so doing, that will give us a better edge in 2027. Let's begin to grab all the states gradually from one state to another. Because what they are clamoring is that they have all the governors in the state that are APC, PD, APC. So let's begin to grab the one we can grab. So Edo people,
I beseech you by the mercies of God, vote Olumide Akpata, vote Papa, Mama, and Pikin Labour Party. Forget whatever that is happening in the Labour Party. What's it called? Management or leadership. Focus on our candidacy. Let's redeem our state from these criminals. I rest my case, my brother. Thank you, sir.
Wow. Oga F. Emmanuel, that was a wonderful submission. Thank you very much. I like this energy from every one of us. At least this is why I normally say when I'm giving like you let me finish now.
Okay, all right.
You know, I like the fact that everybody is putting in the effort, their voice, their energy into how Nigeria can be better and how we can go about it. The 1 month of challenge dissecting the Nigerian constitution, I support that. I support that because I realize that most Nigerians don't know the law. I talked about it yesterday. They don't know the law governing them, or rather, the law in the country. They are not interested, or some of them are not just interested. So sometimes I think it's good for us to educate them here. Everybody's learning, but still, many of them are not interested. As we are talking right now, they are discussing. I was checking some of the social media platform right now. All of them are on the phrase discussing gossip. How a woman impregnated, have a child and all that to a pastor impregnated what is it called? A woman. That is the 3 children owned to a footballer. How do I put it on? I don't know. A footballer discovered, okay, I'll put it like that. A footballer discovered that his 3 children, all of them, is not his biological children. You know, it was a pastor that impregnated his wife. So at the moment now, all Nigerians are there talking about all these things. Although I don't mind discussing things like that, but still, my concern, the reason why I'm saying this is that if you go to the people listening to these kind of things just now, you see that 90% of them, they don't know the constitution, you know, that governs them in Nigeria. And many